consecutive conference games and being battle tested going into a game like this Saturday?
I think for the most part, I think it shows that a lot about this team. You know, we got a lot of toughness, and we willing to fight to get what we want. So, like I said, I just feel like we got to just take all of that as for motivation to get what we need to get. You know, just keep working for what we want, and also going into this week.
Steven.
Yeah, Phil, I mean, Kool-Aid McKinstry made some big plays out there, but when you watch him in practice and when you watch him on the field, like, what kind of gives you as a defense that confidence that when he's out there, you know he's going to do his job and he's kind of asserted himself to be a playmaker?
Yeah, Kool-Aid has been well for us. You know, I'm proud of him for stepping up in a time like this when we really needed him. And I just ask of him to, you know, just continue to stepping up and you know, putting the team first and no selfish stuff. You know, just putting his pride aside and just coming on and, you know, stepping up as a young guy and just, you know, just sticking in and doing what we got to do. That's all we need him to do, and just keep rolling.
Michael. Michael.
Yes, I was wondering if you could maybe, if you had a way to characterize what it's like to play for Coach Saban. What does he bring each day? How hands-on he is? What you see from him in the time that you've been at Alabama?
You know, from the day I stepped on campus, you know, Coach Saban always preached to me that, you know, you got to work hard to get what you want. And I'm proud to say that, you know, I had a chance to, you know, just to say I played for Coach. And, you know, just one thing that I love about Coach, man, he just shows that how much the game means to him. And, you know, he loved every guy in the room. And he wanted just as bad as us. And so I don't mind going out playing for Coach any day, no matter where we at. You know, I lay it all on the line for Coach.
John.
How many things have you seen opposing offenses do to try to slow down Will? And is it kind of crazy given how much they focus on him, how many plays he has been able to still make?
Who now? Who is it?
Will Anderson.
Oh yeah. What do you say about Will? Can you repeat that?
How much do opposing offenses try? How many things do they try to slow down Will Anderson? Is it kind of crazy that he still managed to make so many plays?
Oh yeah, a lot of teams, you know, all year a lot of teams have tried to do what they want to do to try to stop Will, but you know, Will is a great player, and I think he prepared well all week, you know, for whatever comes in the game that's to be thrown at him, and I think he does a great job of competing with anything that comes his way. So Will is just a great player, man, and he's always ready for whatever. So,
Nick.
Hey, Phil. Obviously, these last few games aren't the only times you guys have faced adversity this year. You had in the Texas A&M game, the Florida game. How have you seen the team grow, or maybe even just younger guys grow, in terms of how they've handled adversity over the course of the season?
We just always preach, never give up. I can just speak from, you know, Saturday game. You know, everybody was bought in. You can feel the energy on the sideline. Nobody had their heads down. Everybody had their chin up. You know, we was ready to go to war, you know, when we got in that situation. So I just feel like this team has grown a lot, and it shows that how much everything means to us.
Final question, Michael.
Yeah, this game has been a lot of talk about Georgia's defense and being one of the better defenses in the last decade. Is that motivating for you guys to try to prove yourselves on a stage like that against a team like that?
You know, man, we just focus on going out, doing what we got to do this week, you know, to get what we want. And that's just working hard all week long, putting all the put pieces and puzzles together to get what we want.
Thank you, Phil. John Metchie will be next. We'll get started with Stephen. Go ahead.
I mean, John, just watching Jacorey Brooks catch that touchdown pass in the fourth quarter, in the game in the overtime. What was like going through everybody's mind, seeing the young man as a freshman make that type of play?
I think it's the same thing everybody's been thinking. We've been seeing how hard he's been working in practice, him bringing it every day in practice, him coming along and learning. So I think it's just a tribute to all his hard work paying off.
John.
Can you recall ever facing a defense that looked this good on film? And how confident are you guys that you can still produce no matter how well they play?
Extremely confident. I think we're concerned about ourselves more and playing our best brand of football, knowing that we're going against a really good defense. But I think for us, it's just playing our best brand of football.
Charlie.
Yeah, John, going back to Jacorey, just what stands out to you about his game? Maybe what impresses you and separates him from the other receivers in the room?
Definitely his size. He's a lot bigger, a bigger receiver, and just how hard he works. He's a hard worker, and just his abilities of running routes and creating space and things like that.
Jeff.
Yeah, John, Georgia's won their last 11 games by a bunch. Last 3 SEC games were really tight for you guys. I'm not going to ask you if being more battle tested is an advantage, but what is the benefit of having to scratch and claw and win those 3 games when you get into a big game like this?
I guess the benefit on that is just the experience that comes with it and being able to learn from it, being able to go back and see and just be more critical, more self-critical, and critique the games that are tighter, and just the more things to learn from them.
Steve.
John, if you could speak to Georgia's secondary, what have you seen out of tape and film prepping for this matchup?
They're really good secondary. They're really strong, really athletic, and we're just excited to go up against them.
Michael.
Is it motivating to hear how good Georgia's defense is? That they might be one of the better defenses in the last decade.
Definitely. But also I think we go up against one of the best defenses every day. So I think, just like I said, on offense, it's just playing our best brand of football.
Mike. Mike.
Yeah, thank you. When Bryce scrambles, can you talk about just what that does for you? We see so many plays that he makes off the run, and you seem to just come bursting free. How much of that is play is practiced, and how much of that is just ad lib?
Things like that definitely happen in practice. Sometimes in practice he has to scramble, and we kind of just have to fill it out. It's kind of just playing at that point. You're just out there playing. It's when things get off script, you kind of just have to improvise and go out there and just play football.
Michael.
When you watch the Georgia film of their defense, does it remind you of any team you've played this season?
I don't know if I could say it reminded me of any team. I'm not really going to compare them to any team, but they're a really good defense.
Final questions for John Metchie. Okay, thank you, John.
Thank you.